They've got a new program that they've put together at Miles Community College, teaming up with the Montana Meat Processors Association, teaming up with the Montana Farm Bureau. They're developing a meat processing program at Miles Community College. Kimberly Gibbs is the agricultural instructor at Miles Community College. She joins us now on Montana Talks. Kimberly, great to have you on the show. Thanks for calling in this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Well, this seems cool all around. People want more hands-on, trades education, developing a skill that when you come out of college, you got something that you can start making money and providing for a family on. And this sounds like it fits that bill, but it also sounds like it's going to fit another big need in our meat industry right now.
Yes, the beauty of this program is students will get hands-on learning in this degree or certificate program. So we're looking at a one-year certificate where students will actually be in plants at their work. They'll be in Montana Meat Processors Association members' plants. So they'll be learning from professionals in the field. So they'll do 3 to 4 internships at plants across the state of Montana. It will be hands-on learning. All the core classes can be done online at MCC. So in a year, you could have 3 to 4 job offers walking out of this program.
That's pretty cool. Well, and it just sounds like a great life skill. Even if you weren't going in the industry, it would just be a great life skill to have anyway. And not only can they do internships and get credit for that training, but did I read right that they can also get paid while doing this internship and getting the college credit for it?
Yes, so this will be a paid internship. The Montana Meat Processors members have agreed that this is important. We need to build this labor force. We're willing to pay people to come do internships at our shops.
I know you worked with shops like Pioneer Meats and Big Timber and Lower Valley Processing and Kalispell. What were they telling you? What was the demand signal from their perspective for why a program like this would be so important at Miles Community College?
So within the state of Montana, if you want to go get a pig or a beef processed, beef is up to March 2021 to even think about getting it into some of these processing facilities because they don't have the skilled workers needed to get people get these beef processed to meet the needs of their consumers. And so it's become a backload. So they're like, we need the workforce. We need to develop the workforce. And this program has been in development for 3 years now, but because of COVID-19, it made people more aware, whereas they need locally sourced meat. So they're now turning to processors across the state and finding out that it is not going to be easy to get into. So It kind of made it like, this is a labor force we need to start developing, and that's where Montana Farm Bureau stepped in to help us find some funding to try to kick this off. We've applied for a grant with Montana Department of Ag, and hopefully that is successful.
Yeah.
And we will be able to get this program up and running.
And I understand the next step is to gauge student interest and also solicit funding for the program. If folks want to help on the funding side or if they're interested as being students, what's the best way to get a hold of you and find out more about the program?
So if they are interested in the program itself, they can send me an email at Gibbs, Gibbs, at milescc.edu. So if they're interested in funding, I can connect them to the right people to talk to about supporting this program, as well as if they're students, I can tell them the timeline, what we're looking at.
Good deal. Kim Gibbs from Miles Community College, thanks so much for calling in. Great to hear from you this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right. And next, we also got on the line with us here this morning, John Youngberg with the Montana Farm Bureau Federation. John Youngberg, great to have you on the show as always. One thing we've realized is there was this huge demand for beef during the COVID-19 shutdowns and everything is that, hey, even if people wanted to butcher more meat locally, even those folks were pretty tapped out. So talk about why the Farm Bureau wanted to get involved with this.
Well, it started out. Our members started seeing empty meat cases at their local, grocery stores, then we're hearing stories of people in the Midwest that are having to euthanize animals because they couldn't get them through a processing plant. And I think the empty meat cases stirred some interest in them to try and direct market directly to consumers. And I think consumers, when they started seeing that, we're trying to go direct to producers, and there's always been an interest in buying local. But when we started looking at this, everybody's 2 to 3 to 6 months out on being able to get an animal in. So we contacted the Montana meat processors. They said, well, the problem we have, there's a couple of them. One is there used to be a lot more meat shops. There's very few anymore. And secondly, we can't get skilled labor. We can't get people that are trained to be butchers. So I contacted the university system. The university system put me in contact with Kim because they knew that she had been trying to get a program started down at Miles City Community College. The big thing is we need to gauge, I know there's interest in people who want to do it, but we need to get those people to sign up to show that interest, and even hunters or ranchers that wanted to process their own beef. This is a great certificate program. You learn how to cut up animals, so I think it's a good program, and they can either get a hold of us here at the Farm Bureau office or Kim Gibbs over at Miles City Community College, and we appreciate her good work on this. She's been working on it a couple of years. Also appreciate the Board of Regents fast-tracking this program, to get it through, and then the Montana Department of Agriculture came through with some COVID money to help us, but we want to make this a sustainable program, so we're working on some other sources of funding right now.
Well, and it's just one more thing you can do. I think a lot of people in Montana call us preppers if you want, but we want to be prepared, and we want to be able to be independent. We want to be able to take care of ourselves and our families, and this is just a cool opportunity to get some good solid hands-on education here. So John Youngberg, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Aaron. Good talking to you.
All right, yeah, good talking with you.